ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Shloka number 5. Please sit comfortably and don't make so much noise. Okay? I request everybody to sit quietly. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव चार्जुन तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्थ परन्तप अजोऽपि सन्नव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय सम्भवाम्यात्ममायया यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। So Bhagavan glorified the teaching he had given by saying that this is the teaching which was given by me in the beginning of creation to Surya Devata. And then Arjuna asked this question, how is it possible that you, Krishna, who is born some 60, 70 or 80 years ago, could have talked to Surya Devata in the beginning of creation? For that Bhagavan gave the answer that I have taken many avatars, many incarnations, and you also have taken many janmas. But the difference is, I know that I have taken avatars, I have got the knowledge, whereas you don't have knowledge. And thus Bhagavan entered into the topic of the avatara incarnation. And we saw that even though avatara of Ishvara and Janma of Jiva have got some similarities, Avatara also is assuming some particular body, the Janma also is assuming some body. So, in that regard, both are similar. But there are some differences, and those differences are highlighted by Bhagavan. The first difference highlighted is Avatara, incarnation of Ishvara, is characterized by the presence of knowledge. Ishvara, when he takes avatara, his jnanam is not covered by Maya or avidya, whereas Jiva's janma is characterized by ignorance. And because of that, Jiva's janma is characterized by helplessness, whereas Ishvara's avatara is characterized by freedom. Ishvara decides, whereas Jiva does not decide that I have to take this janma, I would like to take this janma or that janma. He may wish, but his wish will be fulfilled only proper karmas are there. Whereas Ishvara is swatantraha. Ishvara is independent in assuming the body. Jiva is helpless in taking janma. And thus the nature of the avatara and janma is different, that was pointed out. And then in the seventh shloka, which we were seeing, the occasion, nimitta, for the avatara and nimitta for janma also is different. Nimitta for janma, the birth of jiva, is when karma is mature, jiva has to take birth. Whereas for Ishvara, what is the nimitta? What is the occasion? Yada yada dharmasya glanihi bhavati. When there is decline of dharma, righteousness is declined, means righteous people are not there in majority, and righteous people are finding difficult to follow dharma. And abhyuthanama dharmasya, there is a rise in unrighteousness, rise in unrighteous people, and a rise in the practice of adharma. So you imagine that many times the award is given to the honest officer. What does it mean? Honest officer is given award. It means most of them are not honest. Otherwise, why award should be given? Everybody is supposed to be honest. But now most of them are not. Therefore, oh, he is an honest officer. Everybody should be honest only. But now honesty becoming rarity. So that is called adharmasya abhyuttana. And the righteous people find very difficult to follow dharma. If a person wants to do business following the principles, he is not able to do it. Why? Because he has to give some corruption to the officers. How will he get that money? For that he has to do some this black marketing, he has to do something product he has to sell without bill, etc. Otherwise, how will he raise money for that? So now for right people, it is becoming difficult to follow dharma. That is called abhyuttanama dharma and dharmasya glani. Still, it is not that bad. That is why Bhagavan has not come. When this adharma goes very, very high, dharma goes very, very down, then Bhagavan comes. So people say, Swamiji, why Bhagavan is not coming? Because still you are able to attend Vedanta classes. So you are here, no, attending. It means still dharma is there. Otherwise, in more Kali Yuga, when you are attending Vedanta class, then people will come and say, they will disturb us. Say, get out. We want to do your party. Like that situation will happen. Not happening. Still, that's why Kali Yuga is not on its top. So when adharma becomes too much, then I manifest myself as a particular person, particular entity. Bhagavan can take form of anything. He can become a fish, he can become a boar, he can become a tortoise, anything, whatever is required. Bhagavan doesn't have any complex. How can I become a boar? Bhagavan can become anything. Because he knows that I am not that. When an actor knows that I am not a coolie, you know that coolie, they use the word here, no? Coolie. So he knows that I am not a coolie, therefore he can play the role of a coolie very well, no problem. And so Bhagavan takes the form as required. Up to this we had seen. Now in the next shloka, the purpose of avatara is talked about. Very popular shloka. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So here he says, what is the purpose of avatara? Let us see the purpose of Janma. Why Janma is taken by Jiva? To exhaust his karma. To exhaust Punya Papa is the purpose. And also to fulfill some unfulfilled desire. Somebody wants that, see, with this body I cannot jump from one tree to the other tree. So I want, how nice if I can jump. So person will become monkey. So he wants to fulfill the desire. Some people say, Swamiji, I am not able to eat too much. I want to eat so much. And my stomach is very small. I wish I can eat like wolf. Then the next Janma wolf you can become. Or somebody says, Swamiji, I like to be an elephant. That also Guruvayur elephant. Not ordinary Guruvayur elephant. One lady told that, Swamiji, I would like to be elephant in Guruvayur temple. So the desire is there. So what is the purpose of Janma? Exhausting Punya Papa and also fulfilling some unfulfilled desire. But of course, all desires will not be fulfilled. He says that I want to become Indra, and you don't have karma for Indra, then you cannot get, you can have desire. So if you have desire and also the currency for that desire, money for that fulfilling that desire, then Bhagavan will give you that. So for Jiva, purpose is exhausting Punya Papa and also fulfilling desire. Whereas the purpose of avatara is what? Is said here. Sambhavami. Sambhava means I am born. For what purpose? Dharma sansthapanarthaya. For the establishment of dharma, righteousness. What is the meaning of establishment of dharma? Establishment of dharma means people, most of the people are following dharma. Means in the society, more there is righteousness than unrighteousness. More there is honesty than corruption. More there is truthfulness than liehood, the falsehood. That is called dharma samsthapana. And also it means righteous people do not find difficult to follow dharma. That is dharma samsthapana. When right person, if he wants to follow right thing, he or she is able to follow. He will not be obstructed. That is called dharma samsthapana. And for that, what is to be done? Paritranaya sadhunam. For the protection of right people. Here Puja Swamiji is to say, if you want to protect dharma, we have to protect dharmi. Means the person we have to protect. Like if I want to protect music, what should I protect? Musician I have to protect. If I want to protect Vedas, what should I protect? I should protect the Vedas, the people who are chanting Vedas. To encourage Vedas, I have to encourage the people who are learning and chanting and teaching Vedas. Similarly, for protecting dharma, what is to be done? Sadhunam paritranaya. For the protection of the right people and vinashaya cha dushkritam. And for the destruction of the wrongdoers, wrong people. Bhagavan may try to change the person so that from adharma he comes to dharma path. He will try, but most of the time they don't listen. And therefore what? They need to be destroyed. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna came and he killed Shishupala, he killed Kamsa, he got the Jarasandha killed. So whatever is required to destroy the adharma, Bhagavan will do. If required, he will destroy wrong people. Then somebody may say that why Bhagavan should destroy wrong people? Because wrong people also are his children only. Why Bhagavan should destroy? For that our answer is, in your body, if one part has become highly infected, suppose anybody it is there that the one part is highly infected, gangrene is there, then we have to cut. It is not that we want to cut, but I have to cut. Why? Because if I don't cut that part, the whole body will be affected. So for the protection of the totality, we may have to sacrifice this some part. And in our culture, we do not have the idea of one birth. So even though person is destroyed in this life, but he is destroyed by Bhagavan, that itself is a blessing for him. So in next Janma, he will become a better person. It is not that one life is gone. So he will be a better person. And therefore Bhagavan, Vinashaya cha dushkritam, and thereby Dharma sansthapanarthaya, for the protection of Dharma, sambhavami. When? Yuge. In every age, in every era, I am born. We have got 4 yugas. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. Now what is going on? Kali Yuga. All of us very clear. Before Kali Yuga, what was there? Dwapar Yuga. Before that, Treta Yuga. Before that, Satya Yuga. So Bhagavan said, I am born in every Yuga. So every Yuga, how many times? There is no such rule. If required in one Yuga, 3 times I will come. And if not required, I may not come at all. I will come only once. It's like a doctor. Doctor doesn't have to come every day. Doctor, when he comes, when we require, we call it. Fire brigade, when it comes. Not that fire brigade fellow every day visits us. Fire brigade person comes only when fire is there. So similarly, Bhagavan says, whenever required in every yuga, I come. Whenever there is a decline of dharma, an increase of adharma, I come. And according to Shastra, in Kali Yuga, now Kali Yuga only 5,125 years are over. We chant in Panchangam, Panchavimshadyadika Ekashatottara Panchasahasratama Gata Kali Yugabde. So 5,125 years of Kali Yugas have gone. In fact, 5,125 is going on. Now, how many total are there? 432,000 years. 4,32,000 years. Total Kali Yuga period. So how much is remaining? 4,27,000. That many years remaining. And therefore Bhagavan will come only after that. At the end of this Kali Yuga, in South India, this time Bhagavan will come in South India. Generally he comes in North India, no? Ayodhya, Mathura. So South Indians have given petition. So they said this time he will be born in the South Indian. And this time he will be born in Brahmin's family. Generally he is born in Kshatriya family. This time he is as a Brahmana, Sur Sarma Sharma, he will be born there. Already it is like a, match fixing, like he's already fixing. Already there.
Sarmas are not in South. Sarmas are not in South.
Sharma means he is not a Sharma surname. Every Brahmana, when he say Abhivadaya, he says Sharma only. That Sharma, Varma, Gupta, Dasa. That is how it is. So any Kshatriya will say Varma, and this Vaishya will be say Gupta. And so every Brahmana is Sharma only. Ramachandra Sharma, Aham Abhivadaye. So like that, Sharma only. Alright. So Bhagavan will come at appropriate time. Alright. Sambhavami Yuge. Alright. And as I said in the last class, who is Avatara and who is not Avatara, we go by the description of Shastra. Therefore, some people say this Baba is Avatara. So, according to Shastra, that person is not Avatara. But if person says devotee, no, our Baba is Avatara. Okay. In a way, everybody is Avatara. You are also Avatara. Avatara literally means coming down. So every jiva is really come down from his true nature. So in a way, everybody is Avatara. But technically, scripturally, only we have got specific names. Matsya Kurmo Varahasya Narsimho Vamanas-tatha Ramo Ramasya Krishna Kalki Tatha Dasha. This we have. Or some 24 avatars list is given in Bhagavatam. In that, this Veda Vyasa and Pruthu and so many others are also included. So we go by that description. So, but if somebody says my Guru is Avatara, then we should not fight with them. If he said my Guruji is Avatara of Rama, or my Guruji is Avatara of Vishnu, or my Guruji is Avatara of Shiva, or my Guru is Avatar of Devi or something, we should not fight with them. Yeah, very good. You are blessed. You are blessed to be a disciple of that Guru who is Avatara. Let him be happy. He or she will be more devoted to his Guru. When we say Guru Avatara, okay. But we should know that according to Shastra, we have a list of Avatara. So we have to checklist. And then if it is there, then we accept. Otherwise, we don't mind everybody being called Avatara. Alright. Now, with this, the topic of Avatara is completed. Now, Bhagavan is talking about the result of knowing Ishvara's Janma, Avatara and Karma, Leela, the activities. Janma Karma cha me divyam. एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन. Okay. So here Bhagavan says, Yaha Vetti, one who knows, me janma, my birth, my avatara, my incarnation, and me karma, my activities. And generally the activities done by the avatara is called Leela. We say Krishna Leela, Rama Leela we say. What is the meaning of Leela? Leela means sport. Sport is called Leela. Means the activities of the Lord were like sport, even though they looked very difficult, but for Bhagavan it was like a sport. And that karma, one who knows. And what type of karma it is? Divyam. So Divyam Janma Karma cha. One who knows my Divyam is divine. Divine means extraordinary. So my birth is not like any other birth. My birth is, Bhagavan says, my birth is Divyam. Because Jiva is born of Punya Papa. I am not born of Punya Papa. Jiva is born helplessly. I am not born helplessly. And Jiva is born with ignorance. I am not born with ignorance. Therefore, my Janma, which is called Avatara, is Divyam. Divyam is extraordinary. What we said, out of the world, we say extraordinary. And Karma also extraordinary. What Bhagavan does in Avatara, ordinary people cannot do. You imagine that a child, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, in childhood he killed Putana. Childhood he killed the Asuras. The ordinary baby, how can he do it? Therefore, Bhagavan's karma also is Divyam. And Bhagavan in Mahabharata war, he held only this wheel of the chariot and it became like Sudarshana Chakra. All these karmas are divine. And so, one who knows my extraordinary janma, extraordinary karma, and he uses the word tattvataha, in reality. What is the meaning of tattvataha here? Reality means Ishvara appears to be born, but really not born. Ishvara appears to be acting, but really does not act. In this manner, one who knows, and this is called tattvataha. So, Ishvara remaining unborn, he appears to be born. Ishvara remaining actionless, appears to be doing action. In this manner, one who knows, that is called Tattvataha. And he understands Ishvara's Janma and the karma in reality, and he extends it to himself. Just as Bhagavan in his true nature, free from birth and action, even though appears to be born and appears to be doing action, similarly I also am same consciousness, same Brahman, therefore I also am free from birth, I also am free from action. In this manner, one who understands, that person, Deham Tyaktva, having given up this body, when he dies, Punarjanma na eti, he does not attain rebirth. Jiva, he has been traveling from one body to the other. How many bodies he has traveled into? Millions and millions, innumerable. Jiva has started his journey when? Time beginningless. Jiva is a beginningless traveler. He has been traveling since time beginningless, and now when he gets this knowledge, then Punarjanma na eti. Then what happens to him? Mam eti saha. He attains me. Me means Paramatma. So he attains me means he becomes one with me, Paramatma. In other words, he becomes muktaha, muchyate. He gets freedom. This knowledge of his true nature makes him free from birth and makes him one with Brahman. So by knowing the Ishvara, in reality makes a person free from bondage. And here Bhagavan is telling, by knowing Ishvara you become free. In the second chapter it was said, by knowing Atma you become free. It means Atma is Ishvara, Ishvara is Atma. So that is why people ask, Swamiji, in Vedanta we talk about self-realization, self-knowledge. What about Ishvara? Knowing the self is knowing Ishvara as well. Knowing Ishvara is complete only when you know Ishvara as oneself. And knowing self is complete when you know yourself to be the true nature of Ishvara. Therefore, Ishvara Darshanam and Atma Darshanam both are same. Alright, now Bhagavan says in the next sloka that many people have attained this moksha by the knowledge of Ishvara. It is not like untrodden path. It is well-beaten path. Many people have attained this moksha by knowing me. That is said here. Vitaraga bhaya krodhaha manmaya mamupashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha. So Bhagavan is describing those people who attain moksha, who attain oneness with Paramatma. Who are they? Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. Those who have become free from Raga. Raga means emotional dependence upon the objects of the world, people of the world, situation of the world. That is called Raga. So they have become free from this Raga. Means a person does not have any obsession with any object. Oh, without that person, my life is zero. Without that situation, my life is zero. Without this particular gadget, my life is zero. Nowadays, if mobile you ask, as today our manager was telling Swami, we can keep that people should keep their mobile out. I said it is as good as saying you keep your heart out and come inside. His mobile is now has become like heart only. So people don't mind losing other things. Mobile. In fact, when people come here for staying, first thing they ask, is there Wi-Fi connection? Some people, they don't get Wi-Fi connection, they leave. One person left, Wi-Fi connection is not proper here. So you can imagine, that is called what? Raga. Nothing wrong in using, but having this type of dependence, that without this internet, Mobile, this YouTube, what is life without Facebook, WhatsApp, emotional dependence. So that's why every week or every month one should do some fasting, mobile fasting, mobile fasting or internet fasting, some fasting. So that is called raga. Or some people are attached to some particular food. So if this food is not there, what is the use of staying here? Rotis, paratha, not there. So in North Indian, they always like this rotis and paratha. So paratha means you know what is paratha. So if that is not there, what is the use? They are called raga. They are called this emotionally dependent. That is raga. Some people are dependent upon some people. Swamiji, how can I leave my family and come? Highly dependent. So I can't live without them. I cannot leave them and go anywhere. So nothing wrong. Be with family. In fact, you should be with family. That's why you are married. But if situation arises, you should be able to stay. You should not be frightened with the thought of separation. Oh, Swami, I can't imagine my spouse is not there. How will my life would be? Swamiji, that thought itself is very frightening. That is called raga. You be with everybody happily, lovingly, caringly. You care for everybody. You love everybody. Interact with everybody. Learn from them. Teach them. Share. That is very good. That is also is useful for your emotional growth. But you get stuck with somebody. Without that person, in Hindi they say, Tere bina bhi kya jina. So what is the use of my life without you? That is called raga. Enjoy people, but not stuck with anybody. So bhita raga. Then bhaya, fear. Fear of losing the object of my attachment. Or the fear of getting something which I don't like. I'm afraid that some disease comes on me. What will happen? Afraid. Or what will happen? Suppose my money goes away or my relatives go away. Bhaya. Whenever there is a raga and dvesha, bhaya is bound to be there. Fear is bound to be there. So these people have become free from raga and bhaya and krodha, anger. When raga is there, I like something, then anger is bound to be there. When I am having strong emotional dependence on someone and anybody else comes in my way to be with that person or to be with that object or situation, then what? Anger. The children like mobile and parents say no mobile, they take away mobile. Children will be angry, they may beat also parents perhaps. Very angry. Nowadays, in fact, people come here for counseling that my children are getting so addicted to mobile, so do something. They get angry with parents if they take mobile. In fact, in recently, few months ago, one person committed suicide because parents did not give mobile. That much anger and bhaya. So these people are free from raga, bhaya, and krodha. How they become free? By leading the life of karma yoga. Let us learn to develop this attitude of prasada buddhi. Prasada buddhi means whatever person, whatever object, whatever situation Bhagavan is sending is a prasada of Ishvara. And as long as Bhagavan wants, let that person be in my life. When Bhagavan thinks that now it is enough, karma account is closed, Bhagavan will take away. It is exactly like you should imagine somebody has kept his car in your garage because he is going out for some time. When he comes back, will he take his car or not? You take it. That time you should not say, oh, I was using your car so nice. Why do you take it? You keep it here only. You don't say like this. Even if you say that, the person says, what are you talking? Next time I will not keep this my car with you. So you don't do that. So everybody in your life is like a car parked by the Lord. Look upon all your relatives like that. Bhagavan has parked the car in my life. This car is there. My wife car, my husband car, children car, all. Some are very new car, some are very old model. That Ford car, Ford Ambassador. Some are like that. Some are like new, that Benz car. All are like that. Bhagavan has kept, and as long as Bhagavan wants, let them be there. Don't hate people also. Swamiji, why this fellow in my life? That also is not correct. Whoever comes in your life has got something to contribute to your life, to your growth. And in fact, if you resist and run away from that person, wherever you go, you will find similar person. That's what happened. I generally tell this, that if some lady is very much, afraid of, or very much hates her mother-in-law, that I don't want to stay in that house only. I will come to the ashram. You know what will happen? In ashram, she will find somebody who is exactly like her mother-in-law. In fact, she will tell me, my mother-in-law is better than this fellow. Even Swami of that ashram may look like mother-in-law. I tell that. I also may look like mother-in-law. If your prarabdha is that, I will look like that. Therefore, don't run away from people, especially when it is your duty to be with them. Yeah, when it is not necessary and you move ahead in your life, that is okay. But when Bhagavan has created a situation when I am supposed to be in, don't run away. Do your duties properly. Attend to your duties. When duty is over, you move ahead, no problem. But otherwise, if your karma is still remaining, and if Bhagavan thinks that you have not matured in this area, Bhagavan will put you again. Like a roti, if roti is put on the pan, and by mistake roti is brought down, then lady thinks that no, it is not cooked properly. Again, she will put it. How long she will keep it? Until it is roasted properly. So when you are roasted properly, then Bhagavan, who is like a lady, she will put you down from that situation. She will bring you away from that situation. So that is the approach of a sadhaka. Let me welcome the situation, and especially when it is my duty. Don't run away from a situation. Similarly, when raga is gone, bhaya and krodha also will be reduced. So by karma yoga and upasana, person relatively becomes free from raga, bhaya and krodha. Then what? Manmayaha. Manmayaha means they discover oneness with me. So Manmaya has got Ishvara Bheda Darshina. They understand oneness with me by Gnana Yoga. So by Karma Yoga, Vitaraga Bhaya Krodaha. And by Gnana Yoga, they understand I and Ishvara are one. And then Mam Upashritaha. They are abiding in me. They resorted to me, means they do the sadhana of Nididhyasanam. So Manmayaha indicates sadhana of Shravana and Manana. Mam Upashritaha indicates the sadhana of Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam means what? Contemplation. Whatever I have understood, I relive, I repeat in my mind. I am a karta, a bhokta, Satchidananda Atma. I keep on repeating. That is called Nididhyasana. So these people, Mamupashritaha. And because of that, what happens? They attain Jnana Nishtha, abiding wisdom. And thereby what? Putaha. They are purified. Purified by what? Jnana Tapasa. They are purified by the penance of knowledge. So knowledge is compared to tapas. Why? Because just as tapas removes the impurity, tapas means penance. Austerity removes the impurity. Similarly, this Dhanam also removes the impurity. Therefore, Dana Tapasa. By that, these people are purified. And Bhagavan said it is not one person. Bahavaha, many. So many people are purified of impurities through the tapas, the discipline of knowledge. And purified of what? Purified of impurities. What is the impurity? Fundamental impurity is ignorance. I do not know my true nature. That is fundamental ignorance, fundamental impurity. Consequently, there will be impurity of these mistakes, of mistaking the body, mind, sense complex to be myself. That is impurity. Ragadvesha is impurity. Punya Papa impurity. So by Jnana Tapas, the person becomes free from all of them. And then what? Madbhava Bhagataha. They come to my status. Means they become one with me. Means they get Videha Mukti. They become free from the bondage of Janma Marana and they attain oneness with me. So they don't have to be born again, they remain one with me. So in this shloka, Bhagavan said, many people have attained the oneness with me. So when this is said, that people who are resorting to me, people who are becoming one with me, they attain moksha. So one question will come, that why Bhagavan is partial? That those who are resorting to me, Ishvara, those who are becoming, those who are discovering oneness with me. So me means those who worship me, they attain moksha. It means those who don't worship you don't get moksha. So you are a partial. You are partial. Like some people, they are partial to some people, so they will do favor, but to other people they don't do it. Train ticket, or nowadays it is really computerized. But otherwise, in olden days, if you have connection, you get the ticket. No connection, no ticket. So only the people to whom these people are favorable, they get. Similarly, Bhagavan, you are also partial. So whoever worships you, you get, you give them moksha. And other people, you don't give moksha. So isn't it partiality? And if you are partial, then what type of Ishvara you are? Ishvara is not supposed to be partial. So that possible question is answered in the next shloka. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha salvashah. So Bhagavan's answer to that question is simple. Bhagavan says, I do not give moksha to everybody because everybody doesn't ask for moksha. It is something like in a restaurant, very healthy vegetarian food is available, and junk food, spicy junk food and non-veg, everything that also is available. Now somebody is insisting that you give me this only junk food, then what a restaurant person can do? He has to give whatever people ask. You cannot say, why are you not giving healthy food to everybody? He said, I want to give, but people don't ask. Even if I give, they will go to other restaurant. And Bhagavan cannot even send to other restaurant because there is no other restaurant. Bhagavan is the only restaurant owner. So Bhagavan's answer to that question is simple. He said, why am I not giving moksha to everybody? Because everybody doesn't come to me with a desire for moksha. Like Tirupati people go. For what purpose they go? Swamiji, my daughter's marriage, or son's visa, or this, my son's promotion. Like that, my business should go well. Like that only people go. And Tirupati is saying, nobody asks for moksha. So what can he do? He cannot do anything. So you cannot tell Tirupati, why are you not giving moksha to people who are coming to you? Tirupati will laugh. He said, I want to give moksha, but nobody wants. So Bhagavan cannot be blamed for that. Even with reference to Mahatma, it happens. Many great Mahatmas, people go for only worldly things. So what Swamiji can do? He wants worldly thing only. And therefore Swamiji has to help him. Okay, you do this parihara, this japa, this, like that he has to be. That person is not interested in Vedanta. So we have to bless. So Bhagavan here saying, Ye yatha mam prapadyante. In whichever manner, yatha means in whichever manner, means with whichever desire, ye who mam prapadyante, surrender to me, approach me. So with whatever desire they approach me, they approach me with a desire for some wealth, some bhoga, or some higher lokas. With whatever desire they approach me, tan tatha eva bhajami aham. I bless them accordingly. If you have gone to Bhagavan with the desire of this your son's marriage or daughter's marriage, and Bhagavan says, I will give you Chitta Shuddhi, Moksha, etc. He said, I am not interested. He said, Bhagavan, you give Moksha later on when I am going to die, that time you give. Right now you want, you get my son married. Even most of the Grihasthas, if you ask them, we want Moksha or your son's marriage, they will say son's marriage. Moksha anytime we can get. That's why Bhagavan said, what can I do? With whatever desire they come, I bless them accordingly. Like Swamis, they do like that only. Most of the people come for blessings, blessing for some material prosperity. But Swamiji, what he will do? He will bless for that only. Swamiji, if he said, may you get moksha, that person say, oh, I went to Swamiji and Swamiji gave me this blessing. What is the use of this blessing? He wants the blessing for money, blessing for son's marriage, daughter's marriage. So Swamiji will bless them. In fact, that's why Swamiji will ask, so what for you have come? And then Swamiji will bless accordingly. So Bhagavan is telling, I also give moksha only to those people we want. How can I give them when they don't want? Then, but Bhagavan, still you are partial because you are helping only those people who want moksha, who want money, etc. To them, you are not blessing when they are worshipping Indra and Vayu and Agni and all other devatas. When they are worshipping these other devatas, then you are not playing any role. You are becoming neutral. You should help. Bhagavan says, Mama Vartmanu Vartante. Manushya Partha Sarvasaha. All people are following my path alone in all aspects. Means when you are worshipping Indra, Vayu, Hanumanji, Vishnu, Tirupati, that time also Bhagavan says, I alone am there in the form of that Devata. So people are really following my path alone. And people are coming to me indirectly. Only thing is, they are coming to me indirectly. They are coming to me with through Tirupati form, the Hanumanji's form or whichever form. They do not come to me looking upon me as the goal of life, as Param Brahma. They don't come. Still, I bless them remaining in that form. And another thing is, finally Bhagavan says, everybody is coming to me alone. How? Everybody wants happiness. Everybody wants Shanti. And Shanti and happiness are nothing but Ishvara alone. Without Ishvara, you cannot have permanent Shanti, permanent Sukham. So whatever you are looking for, really speaking, indirectly, you are looking for Ishvara only. So Bhagavan says, I don't have any complex that people are not coming to me. Whatever they are doing, in a way they are pursuing me alone. But they are pursuing this peace and happiness indirectly. Therefore, I bless them indirectly. Therefore, I am not to be blamed. Only people have to learn to do viveka, that these things will not help. only Paramatma will help. And therefore, then people change, I also bless them accordingly. Now, question is that why people are not coming for moksha? Why people are going only for material things? Why people are doing more karma and hardly anybody comes for dhanam? Why is it so? For that, Bhagavan gives the answer. Kankshantah karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. So Bhagavan says, Karmanam siddhim kangshantaha, desiring the result of karma, iha, in this world, yajante, people worship devataha, different devatas. So here Bhagavan is giving the answer that why people are not going for moksha, why they are going for the temporary things. Because the temporary things are easy to gain. The result of karma is relatively easy. But to get moksha, etc., you have to purify yourself. You have to go in search of a guru. You have to get jnanam for so many years, depending upon your background. So it looks like very long path. So people think what? See, why am I unhappy? Because I don't have money. That's all. So if I get money, I'll be happy. Why am I not happy? Because I don't have this gadget. Air conditioner is not there. Or this TV is not there, therefore I am unhappy. So let me do what? Let me attain those things. By what? By karma. So generally people like to solve the problem in a shortcut manner. That is why see, allopathy is more popular than Ayurveda. Why? Because allopathy gives you quick result. Ayurveda takes time. Homeopathy may take time. Allopathy means attack. So it gives you like some disease. You take the pill, your fever is gone. The root of the fever is not gone. But fever is gone. You feel happy. So here also it happens that moksha is a long-term permanent solution. But it takes time. The people say no, quick. Like if you want to make sambar, rice, rasam, etc., takes a lot of time. What do? Upama you make, so patak. And nowadays upama also is not like Maggi. Maggi 2 minutes, no? 2 minutes. That's what people keep, the packets. Even for idlis and all now ready mix is there. MTR. So you just put it that ready. Otherwise you do grinding and all this. Who will do it? Everything is gulab jambu, everything ready mix. So people want the quick result by karma. And therefore they don't go for permanent solution. Very few people have that viveka to go for permanent solution. Therefore people don't come to moksha. Therefore people don't attend Vedanta classes. So Bhagavan is telling us also, Vedanta teachers, that you will not get people like, this Chandi Homa is there or some bhajans are there, Parayanam is there. There many people will come. For this Vedanta classes, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, like that you can count. So that is how it will be. We should accept that. We should not think, see, this temple, so many people are coming. For lunch, so many people are coming. Here, Vedanta class is only few people. That is how it would be. When you are selling a very high quality or a high price product, customer will be less only. The type of the crowd you will find in the provision store will not be there in the jeweler shop. Jeweler shop will have less only. Because he is selling the Mercedes-Benz car, that storeroom is there. Then there only few people, once, the 3-4 days one customer comes also is a big thing. they will not be able to sell like a Maruti 800. So that it will be more people will come. So Vedanta, only few people will be able to have interest. So Bhagavan says, why people don't come for moksha? Because karma gives very quick result. And that too, in Manushya Loka, in human world, karmaja siddhihi, the result of karma, kshipram bhavati. Manushya Loke means in human world, the result of karma is very quick. Why? Because in Manushya Loka, there is an infrastructure available. Human beings have got free will, and human beings have got the infrastructure in the form of the social classification, in the form of the stages of life, ashrama vyavastha and varna vyavastha is there. Therefore, in Manushya Loka, karma siddhi comes very fast, and therefore people will go for karma. See, astrology consultation, if we keep here, so many people will go. Next class, Swamiji is there, if he starts here. Free consultation from 10 to 11. So from here also people will go. Swamiji. That is my problem is there nowadays. So many days this is not happening, that is not happening. So many things are there. So people have value for that. The astrology, if we arrange the lecture of astrologer, there will be so many questions after the talk. If I arrange Vedanta class, I ask any question, nobody has question. I told that Swamiji, I envy you, because when you conduct a class on astrology, people have so many questions to ask. Whereas for me, hardly anybody asks any question. That's how it is. I should accept that Vedanta means people will have less interest, less follow-up, less regularity. That is how it would be. If I don't accept, then I will become more samsari. I will have heart BP, I will have sugar. Why my students are not coming? So my BP goes up. That type of situation will happen. This is how it is. In Manushya Loka, this karma siddhi is very fast. Therefore, people will go for that. Alright. Then next sloka, Bhagavan will talk about the social classification. We will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate